Oh my goodness, we're live. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to say a big welcome to Coach Me Joanna. We're here every Thursday on Bottom Line Wealth business page, and I'm also streaming into my Retire Early Through Real Estate Investing Facebook group, so you guys get the best. So type in the comments where you're coming in from. Would love to say hello and where you are in the world, right? A little shout out. But today I've been hearing this so much lately that I really wanted to address, the time it takes to do real estate investing. So I've had students join my group and not having a time, not being able to make the phone calls, not being able to, they're running a full-time business. There were so many things running against them, and they're still closing on real estate investment properties. Why, Joanna, do you think that is, right? Like, why do you think that is? It's just prioritize. It's prioritize, right? So time freedom takes time to build. So make a choice. Okay, that's my main point I want to make here today. So what do I mean by that? Well, we all have the same time as, let's just say, Beyonce, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, Will Smith, we all know who he is. Grant Cardone, if you don't know who he is, you should. He's all about the 10X. You might know who that is now. But, all of these people have the same clock. They all have the same clock. So I have the same clock, right? You have the same clock. Why are you in a situation that's different than them? Okay? So let's think about that for a second. Barbara Corcoran, right? Barbara Corcoran, she's a famous Shark Tank gal. Basically, she was one of 10 children. Her mother was a homemaker. Her dad jumped from job to job. So she didn't come from riches. She didn't come from, success stories. She had to create her own, right? It says she worked 20 jobs by the time she was 23. Holy crap, right? She had dyslexia and she was considered the dumb kid in her class. And then in the mid 70s, she got into real estate. She got into real estate and she sold her business for $66 million in 2001. Okay, so she has the same time that you have, that I have. All these successful people, what is the golden thread that goes in between all of these people? Hard work, drive, one purpose. Hard work, drive, one purpose. Okay, and I say that because they made a decision and moved forward. Everything had to align with this purpose. Okay, and you may be thinking, Joanna, I've got work, I have a full-time job. Barbara had 20 of them, right? Kids, I have to put dinner on the table. I have to clean the house. I have to walk the dog. I'm stuck where I live. I can't get to the resources I need to be successful. I barely have 2 minutes to myself. I run a full-time business and I don't have time for anything else. I've heard it all. I have heard it all. And for these, I just have to, you have to justify that you're making excuses, right? And I say this with lots of love. Because I've been there and I've done it. So I get it, okay? Yes, they are all excuses to keep you stuck in your comfort zone, period. If you want change, you need to work hard, have one purpose, have drive that takes you there. And what is that drive? That's typically your why. Okay, why are you doing what you do? So let's just say you're in alignment, you have a business, you're running a full-time business, and you're running a full-time business, you're like, well, I don't have time to invest, Joanna. I don't have time to figure out, how to research this or, whatever to do, right? So it's not that you don't have time, you just don't prioritize, right? So I have, again, one of my famous students. I'll use her because, well, she's doing a great job. Shantice has a full-time job. She's a notary, and she has, appointments left and right, calls left and right that take up her time. And she has been in 3, 4 escrows, going on a 5th escrow, and now looking at multifamily. So if she can make the time, and she's doing all of it herself, okay? She wanted to learn and know, and then she said she wanted to leverage. So I applaud that. And I gave her a path. I gave her a game plan to work on that, okay? And that's really all you have to do is have a game plan, okay? Everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. She chose to make the time in the morning. She spends about an hour. She got up earlier. She spends about an hour researching property, what she wants to do. And she does messaging through her, we do a 15-minute calendar, right? Every 15 minutes of the day should be covering something productive. Every 15 minutes of the day should be covering something productive. And if it's something that takes a half hour, an hour, well, that's 4 15-minute slots, right? You shouldn't be sitting there for an hour, playing games on your phone. So if you want something, you have to go get it. So it's drive, and it's hard work, and it's one purpose, right? Know what your purpose is. Align with that, okay? You are a product of the choices that you make, plain and simple. So you made a choice to clean the house, walk the dog, go to the kids' soccer game, And I'm not saying these are wrong choices. I'm just saying know where those choices are going to take you, okay? I'm a single mother. I've worked my petunias off to get where I am today. And I make every moment count. No 0 days, right? There's no 0 days. There's something each day that takes me to the next level. Okay, and now my son does the same. He is a real estate investor, just moved across the nation, and he's makes every moment count. He's been an entrepreneur since he's 18 years old, and he's pretty gosh darn successful, creating his own company, 2 different companies. So I can attest to my time stamp and choices. Okay, so no exceptions. I have the same clock as you do. And I choose what happens in that time. So what I want to do, this is a very short training in Coach Me Joanna. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Joanna Wright, founder of Bottom Line Wealth. I am here to coach you into real estate investing. If you have questions on real estate investing, we had some about mindset and time. We had some about being a business person, an entrepreneur. So shoot me with your questions. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I know how to help you to keep more of the money you make. So let's just say that, let's dive into the homework. Okay, let's just dive into the homework. Okay, so I love to give out homework because it's action steps, put you into action. I'm not just being a bobblehead here for you. This is Coach Me Joanna. I want to give you some action steps. Okay, so get out a pen and paper and do the old pros and cons thing, right? Make the T and go pros and cons. Now your one purpose should be at the top. Your one purpose should be at the top. Your goal, where you're heading to, okay? And then what does your calendar look like? Is that a pro or a con to your one purpose? Is it a pro or a con to your one purpose? Okay, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. So what I found is that some people realized, oh my God, I want to go this way. And I realized by making this list, I was going way off to the side and not getting stuff done that I should have got done to reach my one purpose. So it's just a clarity exercise, right? So there's no right or wrong answer. Your choice today, though, will reflect the next 90 days. So choose wisely in what you're doing with it. Make that list and get going right away, right? So for example, let me help you to see why I put this out for my students, okay? For example, you're an entrepreneur, you're strapped with running a business, you only to find out like come April, you have this big, huge tax bill because you didn't realize as an entrepreneur, you're taxed more than you were as an employee, right? So, okay. So back when Joanna was speaking about doing real estate investing and you said, well, I don't have time. And now as a self-employed person, you're paying about 64% in taxes. And I know it's more than being taxed as a W-2. It's like 34%, right? Something like that. And so now you're paying around 64%. You're going, holy crap, this business thing, right? Like I'm paying so much in taxes. So this is where I geek out to help you to speak to your CPA and your attorney to help align that with you. So whereas if you had made time to purchase an investment property, and I say one property a year at minimum, right? You could be paying next to zero in taxes. Zero in taxes when structured properly, right? So you see the choice you made, right? So the more you keep putting off something that you know is in line with your one purpose, the further away you're going to be to your one purpose. So your one purpose, for example, maybe, my business, I want it to be an amazing business and I want to pay next to zero in taxes. So how that works is I leverage myself with my business, right? And I have real estate investments, which we have a whole plan for you if you're interested, so that you can pay next to zero in taxes. And I have read tax law, and that is the secret sauce. I'm serious, to ethically pay next to zero in taxes. Okay, so if you don't think you have time to invest in real estate, choose wisely. The next 90 days will reflect that. And if you are thinking, regardless of paying taxes, Joanna, I still just don't have the time. So the bottom line for time is let's make a plan. Let's make a plan. Either maybe you need a VA, or you need to structure your calendar differently, or, so I won't know what to tell you until we jump on a call and we can make a plan together. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and type taxes in the comments, because it's all about saving time, right? Saving time and paying next to zero in taxes. So that's the bottom line. And this is Bottom Line Wealth. So type taxes in there and let me hear from you. This is Joanna Wright, founder of Bottom Line Wealth, the real estate wealth maven. In the comments, let me know if you got any value today, and any questions. As always, just go ahead and type whatever questions you may have. And I look forward to seeing you next Thursday on Coach Me Joanna. All right, take care. Bye.